My GTFO sense is tingling stories. According to Reddit. Number 16. Was on a second date with a guy who wanted to stop at his house to grab something. He invited me in. He was super hot, but I wasn't feeling comfortable with him for some reason. I just couldn't put my finger on it. We get to his house. It was just creepy. It was off. The house itself was gorgeous, spotless, totally sterile. Nothing on the walls, every surface empty, no books, no CDs, nothing. I asked how long he'd been living here, and he says 5 years while he was in the kitchen, and he asked me to go to his room and grab something, like keys, I think, from the top drawer in his dresser. I get the coldest chill running down my spine, and I immediately step closer to the front door. There was no way I was letting him come between me and the exit. He asked me again to go to his room, and I laughed and said, "No, dude, I'm hungry, let's go." He asked me one more time, visibly annoyed at this point, and I proceeded to pretend that I was a bitchy, stupid girl and made a fuss about being hungry and what the hell was taking him so long. He was pissed. So I walk out of his house down the sidewalk and made him follow me. We got to the car, and I kept pretending to be a bitchy, clueless chick and demanded that he take me home. He did. In cold, furious silence. Then, when he stopped the car in front of my place, he grabbed my face to kiss me goodbye. He bit my lip so hard I was bleeding. What? And he reached under my shirt and twisted my nipple. I luckily got him off of me, falling out my door, and ran inside to the sound of him laughing. Oh snap! I ended up with a bruised face and nipple and a cut lip. I was scared that he knew where I lived, and I still feel like I survived a legit serial killer. What? Where are the pictures? Something tells me if a dude bit your lip and twisted your nipple, you take some pictures. You know? Girls can't twist their nipple. It's impossible. Try it, girls. You can't do it. And if you think you can, then how are you going to prove it? You got to prove it. See what I'm saying? So we continue up this list. We arrive at number 15. I was contemplating reading more of these entries, but I don't know, man. Here's hoping everybody's having a fantastic evening. This list is a little later than usual, but hopefully it's still appreciated. You can show that appreciation by clicking the like button. Believe in yourselves, or is it a little too late for this channel? I don't know, man. Click the damn button. So we continue up and arrive at number 15. When I was a preteen, a strange man stopped and asked me for directions that didn't make sense. As I'm trying to help him, a van rolls up and the side door opens. I just booked it and never looked back. You could have been one of the Epstein lost children. You know what I'm talking about? Oh no. What if it was the finders? They got you. Unbelievable. Striped Floss says, I just remembered my sub was renewed today. Gotta make it count. Ooh, look at Stripes flossing with them emojis. The flex is strong with this one. Behold the ducktail. You know? No, that's what I'm talking about. Number 14. Definitely when my town got hit with the worst firestorm that we've ever had in 2017. We knew there was a fire somewhere, maybe another town. We weren't too worried at the time. The power is beginning to get spotty, and the winds are howling outside. Then my roommate gets a call from a friend on the other side of town, and he says, my house is on fire. You guys need to pack a bag. After the call was over, the power went out and stayed out. So we packed our bags and I started to hear little plinks against the roof, almost like rain, but it wasn't rain, it was ash. Not 15 minutes had gone by and I looked outside. We lived by a large hill only 2 blocks away, and it was on fire. The fire got there so fast. I got back inside to tell my roommates that we have to leave right away. This is when our neighbors started wigging out too. We had to then capture our 3 very scared and confused cats. It was so crazy to drive away and see only blackness ahead of you, but in your rearview mirror, only flames. Our neighborhood and home ended up being spared. However, many of my friends who lived closer to the mountains were not so lucky. Man, I remember Britney Spears made us all feel lucky. But if your house would burn down, you'd cry, cry, cry with your lonely heart thinking, if there's nothing missing in my life, then why do these tears come at me? Boom, 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 boom. Dia's giving me a look like she just doesn't know anything about that. These churrin, you know? These churrin. These big titty churrin. Number 13. I was at a national park on vacation. The layout was kind of like a crater with a rim that you could walk under almost all the way around. Had this major gut feeling of, yeah, I'm not gonna go down there. And later that day, a lady was killed from kids throwing large rocks and tree branches into the opening. Those little bastards. Those little bastards, man. Hey guys, I like to interact with my chat. Did you know? How you guys feel about kids who throw large rocks off of an overpass that then hit a vehicle and can potentially cause an accident and you know, mess stuff up? Do you feel they should be tried as adults? And if not, do you feel that their parents should receive pretty much like a monetary fine, you know? And it sucks because imagine you have a kid, you can't watch that kid at all hours of the day, but you find out your little bastard did something, you know, and now you got to pay for it. I mean, it's you know, it's fucked up, but something needs to happen, you know what I mean? Something's got to give. You know, somebody should have established that maybe that wasn't a reasonable thing for you to waste time doing. You know, this could have ended somebody's life. Fun is fun, man. I get it. But knocking on somebody's door and running away, 9 times out of 10, that's going to be definitely more harmless than throwing some damn boulders over a freaking overpass, you know? Rhea says a little from column A, a little from column B. Well, Ariana says the kids should go to juvie and the parents fined. Well, seems like the women are all in agreement. A little bit of both. Seems pretty reasonable, girls. I agree. Manuel says cut their genitals off. My God. Bed Shredder first off. F kids, however. Hang them by their toes from an overpass and then let the car owners throw rocks at them. Well, something tells me that's probably not going to be in the cards. You know? I don't play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! But that's just a guess. Number 12 seems to be deleted. Let's retrieve that. Oh, I'm starting to feel weird. How do you feel, Dia?
I feel a headache. And I don't know if I'm hungry or what's wrong with me. But I don't feel hungry.
Number 12. Me, my girlfriend, and my sister, which is to say her sister, were walking around in a local park at around 9 p.m. It's a very safe town, absolutely zero worries. I saw another group doing the same thing, but it was 3 guys. First, I didn't think anything of it, but I noticed that they kept walking faster, and that's when the feeling kicked in. I just told my girlfriend, faster. And apparently, she was on the same page because she didn't even question it. We basically ran to our car, and the scary part was the 3 dudes sped up as soon as we did and stopped as soon as we started driving off. Well, it's nice to see that situational awareness seems to be saving some people. That spidey sense can save your life. Wait a minute, don't I know Talia Waldrip? Didn't she tell us a story about a gangbang? She must be a mom by now, guys. Hello, Talia. Manuel says pay damages. How do you pay for a human life? You don't, and none of us are going to get into that, but they should be fined. I'm not saying, we were talking hypothetically about them doing it, not even like the consequences. So independent of whether or not somebody comes to harm, if a child is caught hurling or throwing rocks off of an overpass, regardless of their size, because they all possess the capacity to cause an accident that could result in the loss of life, I was curious as to what you feel the repercussions should be. Manuel says, Kyle, you are fine. Wow, that's so sweet. I wish everybody had to pay a fine based on how fine Manuel apparently considers me. You can direct those fines to my wish list. Belle says, whenever I see food labeled as gluten-free, such as bread, I think girlfriend bread. Just another snippet of insanity from Belle. Hope you all enjoy. Let's continue up this list with hopefully more entries that aren't deleted. Number 11, short and sweet. I was at a party my freshman year of college and some seedy people were present. The night was getting very tense, but no fights or anything popped off. As the night went on, it became very clear to me that something was going to happen. I told my friend it was time to get the fuck out. No matter how many 5 minutes, no more than 5 minutes after we left, someone stabbed somebody. And then the person who stabbed got shot. Somebody said, where the hell did you go to college? Stabby Shooty University, bruh. SSU? Can't stab and shoot at who? Stay sharp. Gunpowder. Say our phrases louder. Stay sharp. Gunpowder. Dia's nodding like, yeah, I love this.
No.
Anyway, number 10.
Absolutely horrible. What a thing.
Stabby Shooty University. That's so good. Like the video. Number 10. I was walking by a long stretch of road with no horses. My brain checked me 4 times and said, don't you do it. And I did it anyway. I had to do it to him. To who? To people listening? Come on. I was walking by a long stretch of road with no houses. There was a cemetery. A van with 2 guys in it stopped to ask me if I needed a ride. This was in the late 90s, so it's not like hitchhiking was legal. I'm all like, no thanks, I'm nearly home. They wouldn't budge. They kept following me with the windows down and kept saying, come on, just get in. Okay. You'd be surprised at how much that must work. If they're even trying it, if they're even trying, come on, just get in, it's probably worked. At some point, they just stop and they start getting out. I was just a teen and they were clearly 20-something, so I just took off running. I must have sprinted half a mile to get to an alley and hid by the nearest building near the road. I waited about 15 minutes before moving on to make sure that they had given up so they wouldn't follow me home. Jesus Christ. Seems like sometimes people just get crazy on that purpley nerpy. Wiggly bing bong. Stupid ass zigzagoon. What's the point of that? So, as we can continue up this list, we arrive at, well, number 9. Is everybody having a good day? Anything they want to offload? Clear your conscience, you know? Let us all know what's really going on. I want you to leave lighter than when you came in. I believe that you can. Manuel says, Kyle, tell me where to send Bitcoin to, and I will. God damn it. Let me look at my phone apps and see if I have anything Bitcoin related. Doesn't look like it. Wait, what's BitPay? I think I have that. Let me see here. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll read the next one while I'm getting this up. Fuck, well, how do I do it then? Share BitPay. Twitter? No, that's like sharing people to come join the app, you fuck. How do I receive shit? You're lucky. Number 9, drinking at a bar with some mates in Australia. 2 young guys walk past and I happen to make eye contact. He flashed a gun at me and nodded towards the door. I didn't make him ask twice. Nice. That's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. Oh my god. So you're all just so well adjusted that everything's working out in your lives and everything's fine and nothing matters, nothing to worry about, bro. Everything's cool, huh? I'm straight up about to post my BitPay address in the Discord. And we'll see if that works. Stripes, do me a favor. Nah, can't ask Stripes to do everything. That would be wrong. That would be cruel, you know? Let me get that Bit Bing Bong wallet thing. What was that?
My brother's turning 18 soon. I just now found out that his girlfriend is not only 15 but the sheriff's daughter. He should probably GTFO.
Thank you for that $5, Abigail. I appreciate you. And that's a hell of a that's a hell of a GTFO sense that doesn't seem to be tingling for this guy.
I like the profile picture.
You know, now that he's 18, I mean, come on now. Now that he's 18, come on now. Manuel, try to do something with those numbers that I just posted, because apparently that's the Bit wallet. I don't know what to say. But that's pretty hardcore, bro. Maybe you should downplay that relationship, you know. I mean, just end it. Nah, is it worth it? Is it worth it? It's the sheriff's daughter, you know? You fucking with a girl and you hear her parent is either in law, you know, whether it's lawyer, judge, DA, prosecutor.
That's not the issue here.
Hey, how the hell can she do that? What? Look at him go. Oh no, they have that freaking reaction on record forever. Okay, thank you, Rhea, for being wonderful, for being sweet with that, I fucking love that little Animal Crossing character dancing. He's so cute, but I know that other people don't like Animal Crossing and it may not be as wonderful to them. So we should find something that correlates with everything that, you know, what everybody may be down with and may be happy seeing. Thank you again, Rhea, and thank you, Abigail, and be careful. Bedshredder says, do you think that time in a relationship justifies marriage? You don't even need to be in a relationship to get married as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? However, it is ill-advised to try to marry somebody that you haven't been in some capacity of a relationship with before. I think marriage and a good relationship takes a understanding of the other person. You guys need to know each other well enough to communicate well with each other. and articulate exactly your thoughts and your desires with one another clearly. And you also need a bit of mutuality in the way of understanding what each other needs and where each other is going to get that, you know. Some relationships, they don't even need to have everything that that basically is required coming from each other, you know. They can reach outside of the relationship to get some of what's going on, but all of that needs to be communicated up front. It needs to be something everybody's on the same page with. And worst of all, or most importantly, I feel that when shit hits the fan, y'all need to have the strength of two people that really know what the hell each other's talking about when you sit down to fucking talk. Because that's the bottom line with, I think, with a lot of relationships, is people end up together, but they are incompatible. And worse than incompatibility is the inability to properly communicate with each other what the hell's going down. And sometimes there's inconsistencies that stem from age, that stem from inexperience, that stem from, you know, people living different ways and growing up different ways, where when they do sit down and talk, they just can't line up. It's as if, you know, what do you want me to do? Make language analogies? Talk about incompatible, you know, devices? Boy, as we continue up this list, we arrive at number 8. Where I was once at a summer camp and was walking to the beach. It's like a 5-minute walk from the cabins to where we were staying. The path to get there is made of sand and surrounded by trees. We were supposed to go in partners, but my partner dipped. Anyway, I'm walking for probably about 2 minutes and I hear the leaves crunching in the trees behind me. So I look over and I see that there's nobody there but a damn brown bear cub hugging a tree. No, lugging a tree, maybe, like carrying like a little tree. I think that everyone knows that there's a cub. I think everybody knows that where there's a cub, there's a mama. And this bear starts making bear noises. I just about shat my pants and ran out of there. Nah, bro. It ain't gonna be no awe situation. You ever see a tiny baby bear? You run. You can appreciate the beauty of it later. Don't reach for your phone. Don't go, oh, go, oh shit, while you're running. Because it's scary stuff. Isaiah says, off topic. Off topic. Do you watch football or any other kind of sports? Oh, I'm glad you asked. No. I'm sorry. I'm not a sports boy. I'm not a sportly boy. In case you're confused, man, let me go ahead and just bring this a little bit higher. What I'm doing in the background is I'm trading Pokemon. I've got myself a entire Pokemon box full of Magikarps. Why is it full of Magikarps? Because I've spent the entire day breeding Magikarps. Trying to get a shiny, failing, by the way. I have not turned up a shiny yet. So now I'm just giving these Magikarps away to somebody somewhere that may need them. If they don't need them, they can just get rid of them. But the only reason I bring that up is to emphasize my point that I am not a sportly boy, I'm a nerd. And in case you were confused about that, let's look once again at my title card. You know? My GTFO senses tingling stories. Full with Naruto running. Kokoro wo soto, mirai te gyoto. Okay. As we continue off this list. Damn, Rhea says, Kyle, can you say spooky, please? Don't you mean so spooky? How you asking for that on a non-spooky list? That's rude. I can't believe you, Rhea. But I guess she is paying the money. They're gonna make me say the thing like Bart Simpson. I gotta go. I didn't do it. Okay. Rhea. Okay, Rhea. Okay. Ooh, so spooky. There it is. Okay. Also, I gotta pull out the whip crack. Rhea. That's gonna piss her off. Ooh. That's gonna piss her off. Should I do it? Should I crack the whip? Okay, I'll leave it in the wings. I'll leave the whip crack in the wings. Just to see what's really going on. I can't even locate it. You're looking at, there it is, it's right there. But I'm not going to do it. Is this a threat? I don't know. So as we continue up the list, we arrive at number 7. I was camping with a friend in the backwoods camping area. Not very many sites, and they were all super spaced out. We had already been there one night, had the site fully set up. We had been hiking all day, the works. We drove into town to get some food, and when we were driving back to our secluded campsite, we passed a man walking out on the only road to our site. We both lock eyes with him, and I get a super creeped out feeling. He stared at us like he knew us and that he hated us. But we had never seen him in our lives. When we got to our tents, we went inside and everything that we had in there was tossed. Our bags were dumped out. Our clothes were thrown everywhere. We quickly realized, what the hell is that? Look at how broken the... Whoa.
Animal Crossing is amazing. Also, here is my random hello again. So hi, and hoping your day has been going well. Been trying to play through Days Gone so I can get into Death Stranding. My girl won't let me till I do.
Why she won't let you get into Death Stranding? Is she watching you play Days Gone? I guess I'm bad too, because I'm like that, where like as soon as something new come out, I just jump on that. Like I'm playing all this Pokemon and I should be finishing Death Stranding right now. Man, lucky you, one tough cookie. Well, first of all, thank you. I thoroughly and hardcore appreciate that donation. You know, you're paying bills here for me, man. You're making all the difference. You don't know, man. Like I usually look to YouTube to kind of fill in some of the holes that end up being made with whatever I need to earn. And like everything just keeps getting cut. For those of you who aren't aware of some of the nonsense that's going down with YouTube right now, they are attacking a lot of content creators as it pertains to their children's content. Now, I don't make children's content on this channel, but what you have to understand is that doesn't mean that kids don't inevitably find their way to this content. And the extra views that kids bring in are so significant that you have to understand that pretty much anybody who's ever been big usually caters to kids in some capacity. That doesn't mean that they make stuff exclusively for kids. It means that they were probably popular with kids at some point, because there's so many of these bastards. There will always be so many of these bastards because they're in an endless like supply. The fact that YouTube really wants you to come out and just be like, no kid should ever be watching this. It just closes a majority of what eyes were probably reaching things and what people were probably clicking things. And that's that. So, you're making my life one tough cookie when I want to say you compensate YouTube for its BS. I appreciate you, man. He says, I'm just glad I can give a hand and help out when I can. YouTube be damned. Yo, it's just, listen, as a quote unquote content creator, this site's been circling the drain for 10 years. You feel me? And I know that sounds crazy, because 10 years ago is probably when some of my favorite content was coming out, but content is nothing to do with YouTube, It's the creators who make it that way. But for around 10 years now, it's been pretty bad on YouTube as far as how they flipping the switch, And nobody got it worse than the animators. We really don't have time to get into it right now, but the animators got it bad at one point. They because they started making it about how many minutes people watch your thing as opposed to the amount of people watching it, etc. About around 5 years ago, things got like critical with your adpocalypses, and there was pretty much nothing going on this site that didn't affect pretty much everybody, even people at the top end. And now, I would compare YouTube now to a man shooting a basketball at a hoop, and then it goes around the rim for like 10 hours. You ever see a 10-hour video? and think to yourself, man, that's hilarious. What, you know, this thing's probably definitely meme worthy is 10 hours, but you could never make it past 1 hour. Totally unnecessary. So imagine then you just skip to the end of the 10-hour thing and the ball actually falls the fuck out, my dude. All that time for that. And you kind of knew it too in your heart that the ball was going to fall out. So what the hell was all this song and dance? It took 10 minutes to get there. Oh my God. So the real question is, where are we going to go next? Who's going to step up? Who's going to hit us with that wibbly wash? But we've been waiting forever. Boy, as we continue up. Wait, no, I didn't finish. Oh, snap. Thank you, my man. Wonder what Days Gone is like. Isn't that one where you're riding around on a motorcycle? We both lock eyes, and this dude comes to our camp and just tosses everything. Our bags were dumped. Our clothes were thrown everywhere. We quickly realized that both of our hunting knives are gone, along with a bunch of our clothes. We also realized that it had to be the guy that we saw. There were no other sites or hiking paths that he could have been walking from besides ours. We jumped in the car, drove back towards where we had seen him, but he was gone. We drove a bit further and found a common area where other camps were gathered. We sprinted down and asked, "Have you seen this guy?" and described him. The people at the gathering just stared at us and didn't speak, giving us an even more creeped out feeling. It was at that point that I told my friend we need to leave this place right now. Walking back to our car, we looked over the edge of the guardrail and saw all our stolen clothes in the woods. We gathered them up, but didn't find either of our knives. Knowing this guy was still out there with those knives and that no one around us cared freaked us out so much, we packed the car up and ended our camping trip early. No way we were staying out in those woods one more night. I'm surprised at you white people. Because usually when you're out in the middle of the woods, one or 6 red flags aren't going to scare you guys. You guys are what horror movies are made of, my dude. 6 red flags? Pfft. Well, I guess we'll have to do without our knives. Wait a minute. You mean when we left all our stuff here and then went to go get food and came back and somebody's been through all our stuff? What? A lot of holes in this story, man. So y'all went out there and just left your stuff? Weird. Somebody says, this is what kind of common sense I am internally screaming every time I see a scary film about camping. Yeah, I mean, like I'm saying, I'm surprised they left. I'm so surprised. Tough Cookie says it's an amazing story, worth the play. It's a great game. I just want to get to Death Stranding. Again, as a dude who hasn't played Death Stranding, I can tell you based on some people being extremely critical of the monotony in the reviews, that this game is not afraid to bore you. And that's kind of tricky, considering it seems like the majority of the gameplay is really just you walking from point A to point B, maybe dodging a couple of things along the way, doing a balancing act so you don't fall over. And for a lot of people, that's probably going to get right on their damn nerves. But hey, for other people, maybe they'll be able to appreciate the journey. Okay? It's not how you bing bong, it's the journey. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Is that song even by Journey? Of course it is. That would be scary. Did DZZZ say I hear the music kinda sucks? Were you in our streams? Cause Dio was like, listen, shut it off. I'm kidding. Man, Dia's about to whip off her clothes and just like, I don't know, break stuff. That would be so swingy and all over the place. You poor girl. You ever think about what it'd be like if you didn't have them and you could be like more?
The saggiest boobs on the planet. Swinging all over the place.
I didn't say that. Man. Number 6 by Cock and Barak. Cock and Barak. I was walking in my old local park with my sister. We entered the What? We entered it at about 3 p.m. and were hanging out until like 9:30. We saw 3 people all wearing somewhat similar outfits all the way on the other side of the park. I immediately noticed, but didn't think much of it. We walked for about 2 more minutes, and I noticed that one of them stopped and was staring at us. I immediately had a bad feeling and told my sister that we should leave. She noticed and obliged. Why is this not working? She noticed and obliged. Later that night, there was word of a stabbing in the park, and the suspects were all the 3 people that we saw. Well, that's unfortunate. I really hope that nobody's been stabbed. Does anybody here know anybody who's been stabbed, or have you been stabbed? That's not cool. That is not cool. Oh boy. As we continue upwards, we arrive at number 5. Hurricane Florence a couple of years ago triggered my GTFO senses. We planned to ride it out as we were on a hill and in an area where most of the winds wouldn't be that bad. We mostly ignored the news. Smart. The night before, I get this huge pit of fear in my stomach and begged my dad for us to go stay with my sister a few hours inland. He fought with me about how he wasn't going to do it, but I finally convinced him. We came back a week later to find a tree had fallen into our house, and the house was full of water. A tornado formed in the woods behind the house and pushed the tree up a 45-degree slope into our roof and through our house. Now I will always trust my gut feeling, but no matter how stupid it seems. You're telling me a hurricane caused a tornado that pushed a tree up a hill? Well, that's pretty brutal. Rhea says I saw someone get stabbed. It wasn't great. Where, Rhea? Tell me where. Tell me where this happened. Was it in the casino? Jessica Ray says bonjour, Kyle and Dia. Jessica, huh? I know a Jessica from Rick and Morty. Morty's really into that Jessica. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 4. We almost did it, guys. Congratulations. I was riding my bike home from a friend's house when I was a young teenager. Over the 20 years that have passed since, I like to think that I'm sexier. I'm kidding. It just says over 20 years ago. What the fuck? We had both lost track of time, so it was dusk when I left. I lived about a mile away, traveling down one of the last roads to get home when I have this weird feeling. So I turn around to look back down the road, and then I see headlights passing. They stop, back up, and then turn on the road that I was on. It was a pretty long road. Didn't have many houses on it, and there were no street lights or anything. As soon as they turned, I bolted into the woods and hid pretty far in. The car slowly drove by and kept going. No idea what they were doing, but I didn't want anything to do with it. Well, I'm glad that they're safe and survived to write this story. Tough Cookie says, I want to keep playing Days Gone right now, but my girl wants me to play Monster Hunter. I like Monster Hunter, but in small bites. The grind can be tiring, so your voice will help me keep going through this battle. Boy, I used to play Monster Hunter, and then I just lost interest. You know what I mean? Just lost that interest. But, I'm surprised that your girl is, so enthusiastic about watching you play something. That's super adorable. You know what I mean? I want to say Dia's willing to watch me play most stuff, but the things that I want to play are so boring and monotonous that it's like once you've seen 10 minutes of it, you've seen it all. Unless I'm playing through the story. Like, take Pokemon, for instance. If I stop and decide, hey, I want to catch some shiny Pokemon, it's really just me doing the same thing over and over. If I stop and decide, hey, I want to train some of my Pokemon, it's really just me running around in the grass and battling with Pokemon. And then worse, the type of person that I am is that I'd rather play a game where I can demonstrate my skill against other real people. So single player games often kind of get on my nerves in a capacity where it's like, get to the gameplay as opposed to the actual story. So I wouldn't say that I'm usually talking over it or skipping through it, but oh boy, in Pokemon, man, this dude won't shut up. This dude named Hop that barged into my house in the beginning of the damn game will not shut up. He won't leave me alone. I can't get away from this kid. It's never ending. To the point where I realized I ruined an entire playthrough when I tried to start playing the game because this kid came into my house in the beginning of the game and I'm like, please, please leave, please. But, nah, he wouldn't leave me. Belle said, pop that hop. Oh, Lord. Rhea says that her phone is overheating, so she's got to go. I'm sorry to hear that. I remember that's what happened to my last phone. I lost all my info, all my pictures, all my numbers for people. But, you know, now I'm living a fresh life. The best life, as some people might say. Number 3. When I was hiking in the woods, I saw a baby bear. I slowly turned away and walked quickly away from the bear because I'm not getting eaten. I had dragged my friend along with me because he didn't understand why we needed to return the way that we came from. Intriguing. Well, you guys survived. Good for you. True Silver Wolf says, my last phone battery kept dying quickly. I don't think I've ever had a phone where the battery isn't just like, you know, a couple of hours and then it's dead. That's just the way things go. I'm glad you guys are having a decent day otherwise, though. Seems like everybody's pretty good. No issues, no problems. Tell me what you ate today, then. Holy fuck, what was all that? Number 2. Years ago, my boyfriend owned a truck tire repair company. He stopped by a customer's house unannounced, just to try to get a check from a customer, as they owed him a lot of money. When he came out of the house, he was pretty shaken up. He explained that the man's numerous other brothers were there. Everyone was very jittery, but they cut him a check and then rushed him out. He had a scary feeling that day. 2 days later, the customer and his brothers were arrested for a murder that they had committed the night before we were stopping by. Let me tell you something. I don't think there's anything like... I don't think there's any people that you want to be in the company of less than people who have already bodied somebody. Because once you pop... You like that shot? Once you pop, the fun don't stop. You can't say that. You can't say that, Kyle. Bad joke. Because people, you know, who have already done this thing, you know, the next time's usually easier. They don't need to do the whole desensitization. Oh, I can't believe it. This post was gilded, but it also got deleted. I don't like that. So we're going to go into the comments. MURDE, murder. Oh, my big bomb. Why did it start with the lowest one? And why didn't you just go down one again? Because then it would have found the, Somebody says, okay, but did the check clear? And somebody else says, that's the question I wanted answered too. Somebody says, I'm just wondering if the guy they killed was okay. Asking the real questions. Okay. Please, let's see what some of the other comments here that were getting people angry. Damn, your boyfriend almost missed that check. That's it. Which was the funny one? The first one? I guess the first one was the one that they gilded. Well, I guess that's that. But did the check clear? Dude, the whole thread got obliterated. It's like a fucking comic graveyard down here. My God. Oh my God. As we continue, we arrive at finally number 1. My car was stolen the very night that I moved into my new home in a very good neighborhood. The neighbors had warned us that the neighborhood was being targeted at the time. They mentioned a woman around the corner that opened the door for knockers in the middle of the night, and they attacked her and robbed her and almost killed her. We had reported the car stolen and did the police reports when it occurred. Well, 2 nights later in the middle of the night, I hear a knock on the door and they said, "Open up, it's the police." Since I had heard the story about the other day, I was suspicious and I did not answer. I grabbed my kids, put them in my daughter's room because it had access to the roof from the window. I called the police to say that 2 men claiming to be the police are pounding on the door. They said there was no police in the area and that they're sending a car, and it turns out that these same guys stole the car and came back for seconds. I did get my car back because they brought it with them. Thank God for stupid criminals. What do you even say to that? That's like the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. I bet Manuel ran away without giving me my beard money. See? He don't want me to have my beard cash. Anyway, everybody liked the video for me. And that'll make me happy, I guess, for the next couple of hours. I'm kidding, you guys make me happy. See what I did there? Ye old switcheroo. Bing bong. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, otherwise, regardless of when you are listening to this. And that if you need anything that I don't know, hopefully I'll be able to supply it. Special thanks to Abigail, Rhea, and of course, One Tough Cookie for being a badass. I really do, I don't know, want to enhance your days however I can, but I don't know, man. Things may get tricky. So remember the link in the description, remember the Discord. So if anything goes crazy, I can notify you of when these streams are popping off. If you're hearing my voice and you want to get notified for the live streams, try clicking the bell next to the subscribe button and then clicking all to see if it notifies you better. Manuel says, Kyle, I'll send it tomorrow morning. Also check Discord. I sent a pupper to you. Bro, what? Okay. True Silver Wolf says, Kyle, have you tried SBR2 Kart before? It might be a fun game to play with the chat. Never heard of it. And to be honest, we all need to play another one of those Jackbox party games. I like Quiplash, but Dia likes Trivia Murder Party or whatever. So, I mean, we could try those for a stream and get everybody involved, and it'll be fun. Maybe tomorrow, if we find ourselves with the right amount of time. Jessica Ray says a scary game? For who, me? Wouldn't a scary game make more sense with me on camera? I don't know if that's what's up, man. Me on camera, man. It's pretty crazy. I wanted to get a, what was it? A score bunny, a girl score bunny, so that I could breed it, but it's not that simple. Whatever, man. I may need to go get some food in me, and then after that, I'm gonna play some more of this Pokemon crap, but I barely made it an hour yesterday before it sucked the life out of me, dude. I started that stream full of energy and ready to go, and it just bored me to tears. And Hop kept attacking me. The gym leaders only had 2 Pokemon. I don't know what was happening. And it was all this gimmick, dude. This gimmicky, I'm gonna grow my Pokemon and now it has 10 more levels BS. I was like, good God. I don't want to Dynamax my Pokemon, but you know I'm gonna have to. Ain't that funny? Well, guys, I love you to death. You know, thank you for being everything. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being a part of our journey. Special thanks to all the patrons. And a special thanks to my hardcore sponsors. Let me know what you want, and you'll see it on this channel. I'm dying for your ideas. Okay? I'm dying for them. So send them to me. Jelen says, I feel like the algorithm loves you, Kaio. Whenever I fall asleep listening to Reddit, I end up waking up to your videos. Get real. That only happens because I am already in your Bing Bong. If you want to talk about who the algorithm loves, do yourself a favor, open up an incognito window, and just naturally browse some BS on YouTube. Browse some YouTube and see just what YouTube decides you might like as far as what it drifts from one video into another with. You could collect some very interesting data by just allowing your incognito browser to stay open on YouTube and just writing down some of the videos that it drifts into based only on your very vague and hilariously well, let me not go there. You don't have to be specific is my point. YouTube will lead you to its very, very corny, oh boy. I'm excited though, because I feel like something's got to give. I feel like YouTube's going to go too far come the election. And it's going to be a little bit too transparent to people who normally wouldn't care. And that's the problem. When you're being so crazy that people who normally wouldn't care are forced now to care, you got a problem. So you'll see me again soon, guys. I love you. Stay out of trouble. Stay amazing. I don't even know what to say to your comment, 3 Designer. A friend showed up with a black eye and said he was playing Black Eye.
Is that the game where you punch people in the face to give them black eyes?
True Silver Wolf, you're saying what's up with all the Magikarps? Sweetie, I said earlier that I was trying to breed a shiny Magikarp. Like I was hatching a bunch of Magikarps trying to get one, and naturally it wasn't working out, so now I just have tons of Pokemon to give away. You know, I can probably keep that up tonight and try to get that happening again, but otherwise, there you go. True Silver Wolf says, complete the Pokedex for a shiny charm. It makes breeding shinies faster. Does it? You know what I mean? Complete the Pokedex? You know? That doesn't sound cool. That sounds like, you know, furiously lame. You know? That sounds like lame squared. Like lame in a tutu, spinning with no pants on, so the balls are just spinning as well. In your face, slap, slap, slap. Complete the Pokédex. Would I be able to talk with a mouthful of balls? Talking about, Uncle Pooh, the Pokédex, Game Freak. Can I have a shiny now? Look, go watch me on Twitch. Go watch me on Twitch for 4 hours, lose my mind. Constantly questioning, is this a reasonable way to spend time? And I was saying it in the car the other day. I know Dia's learning things. You know, she thought she had seen gamers, I'm sure. Streamers just doing their thing. What is up, guys? Making everything super interesting. Oh yeah, we're coming at you. But now, that real shiny hunting, being burned. All right, guys, you guys take it easy. True Silver Wolf says, or you can do the Masuda method, breed your Mon with a foreign Pokemon. You think I wasn't already doing that? You think I'm some kind of normie that doesn't already know that I was supposed to be doing that? Do you want me to show you that I was, you know, I got Spanish and French Magikarps, and the woman was the Spanish one too. I already know what I was doing, homie. Trust me, the method is so streamlined it would blow your freaking mind. I could go out there right now and show you. I could go out there right now and show you just how fast it. But to be honest with you, I think that those Magikarps aren't even in the place that I'm used to. Let me see. Town map. Because I found another nursery in like this random galore mine. Boy, where is that thing? Is this it? Yeah, there's a nursery out there. Give me a second. Stripes, why you want me to spin? Please. I'm not spinning at night. Because I have this thing and it could accidentally evolve, and that's not what I want. Hey,
You have to give it
we found an egg. Good for you. What?
You have to give it the sweet first. Have you given it a sweet?
I don't even think I have Milcery on me right now, and that's fine. Add to party. Yeah, do that. Whatever. Who am I swapping out? Fortnite. Okay. Look, I just want to take the Pokemon from you, actually. Welcome to the nursery. I'd like them back. Both the Magikarps, please. Nope. I was kidding. Put it in the Oh, God. Okay, thank you. Do I want the other Magikarp? Yes. Okay, goodbye. Alright, let me just show you. I'm gonna go to... Oh my God. 4chan, say you like Mudkips?
I like Mudkips.
Nice. You know, that ages us, man. You know how old we are? We remember the Mudkip and then the Pokédex reading it. Mudkip. Pretty nuts. So here's some lady. I walk up to her, right? And she's all like, hey, I run the Pokemon nursery. So I can leave 2 Pokemon with her. Let's get hilarious. So I don't know where that Magikarp is. We're going to have to find it. Ain't that a bitch? So that's not the one. That's not the one. Jesus God.
You should have just added.
Why have I done it? Yeah, I should have added them to my party. Here's one and it's Spanish and it's male. Spanish male, right? So since it's Spanish, if I just put it with any female, it should be good, right? Because my females are all going to be English. I'll put it with that.
You mean American?
America.
English.
1,000, leave it with her, whatever. All right, so watch this, right? Here's how this lady works. So would you stop with that music? You're starting to hurt me. You're starting to hurt me with that music. Why am I doing this at the end of a list? I remember back in the day I used to do this a lot. Okay, so I've given her the Pokemon. Here's something interesting. When she crosses her arms, it means she has a Pokemon for me. Okay? I'm going to get on my bike now, and I'm going to ride. Whoops. You know what? Suddenly I feel the need to turn around. Okay? So I'm coming back over here now. And there she is. Yeah, she doesn't have her arms crossed, so everything's totally clear. I'm just going to take my ass back down the street. I also have an egg on me right now, so that could hatch at any time as well. Pretty interesting. So I come back and her arms are crossed. It means she has an egg. I'll take that egg from her. Come on. Add the egg to my party. Why not? That's how it hatches. Goodbye, you. Add it to my party. Amazing, really. So I'm going to ride my ass down the street. Oh. So here's an egg hatching. Watch it not be the shiny I'm looking for, though. Somebody donated to put it in the... Oh, wait. I chose Magikarp and I used Splash. 4chan. Well done,
I chose Magikarp and I used Splash.
Well done. You did it, man. Oh my God, Royal. Oh no. No. Try to turn that down is my point. Man, that sounds royalty free. You guys enjoying that? Anyway. So I'm gonna turn back around, right? So this is what Dia caught me doing, right? See her, no, God, stop. Jesus, almost Tokyo drifted right into that building. She's got her arms crossed. So, I'm going to put it in my party again, but this time I can just swap it out for that Magikarp that is not shiny.
Flame body?
Huh? True Silver Wolf says, do you have a Pokemon with flame body? I do. You guys are fucking nerds. And it's the evolution of that stupid charcoal Pokemon that I specifically went out to catch because it, and you know how I had to grind that Pokemon up to high enough level? I had to run around in the damn field, beating up Pokemon that were way level higher than me, but using Pokemon with a type advantage to basically just make it a cakewalk so that I could experience it up enough. Look. Oh my God. Here's the problem. You know why it's not even necessary for me to use the Flame Bing Bong? Because I can't... Let me show you what I mean instead of like trying to articulate it. If I were to take all of my Pokemon off of me right now. Move. Here. 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 If I were to take all of my Pokemon off of... Oh, damn, this is still... I chose Unkissed Incel.
I chose Unkissed Incel and I use crippling anxiety.
Now, you know what? If Unkissed Incel wasn't too long to be a Pokemon's name, I would name one that. I'd name a Pokemon of your choosing that. Thank you for that donation. So here's another Pokemon egg hatching. Here's me articulating why I don't put that Pokemon on. Because it's unnecessary. I wouldn't be able to fill up my inventory with eggs faster than I could literally just pick them up from this lady. So what's with all the Magikarps that turned into this, like, she's got another egg, her arms are crossed. So this is how literal... I think this is broken. You know what I mean? I think we'd all agree that we shouldn't be able to just ride down a street and then come back and then she's got an egg for us. And in the time that we come back for another egg, an egg will hatch. Look, her arms are crossed again. You know what I'm talking about? Those things are in there banging like rabbits. It's a shame that the Score Bunny isn't what I'm, breeding, because if they were, then they'd literally be rabbits. Waka waka, right, Dia? That's funny? Wasting my own time is funny trying to get a different color Pokemon in this game? Her arms are crossed again. It means she's got another egg. Totally cool. I'm just gonna take that egg from you. I'll see. Oh, here we go. Bye. So I ride down the street once again. Oh? Striped Floss says you're inbreeding your Magikarp. Yeah, because one of the Pokemon that I used to breed it was most certainly the offspring of the it was most certainly one of the ones that hatched. So that's their dad, okay? I apologize. Oof. They're just ones and zeros. Why y'all gotta make it real like that, you know? You know, I thought doing this on stream would shame it into giving me the shiny, but it's not. Plague says Kyle secretly the Magikarp guy. You joke, but you know what this game should have allowed us to do? It should have allowed us to choose our body type and decorate ourselves like all of the trainers that we've ever fought in all of the Pokemon games across the freaking across the entire franchise. Because I'd love to look like a fat fisherman or some kind of poke dweeb shut-in that's like, you know, sitting down when you encounter me, you know? But we can't do that. Everything's so static and simple. You know, it was probably like a big achievement for them to even allow black people in the game. Because even in Animal Crossing, black people don't exist. It's just like you getting a tan. Awesome. I could be a white dude with a fro in Animal Crossing. Add it to my party, dude. Look at my Magikarps, woo. So in case you want to like maximize your time somehow, you can start surprise trading even the Magikarps that are going into the box. Amazing, you know? Yeah, start that, yeah, why not? And then you just ride down the street. Now imagine doing this for hours. Hours, dude. Let's look online and see if anybody else is doing this right now. Let's do that together. Meh. Okay, shit, what the fuck am I highlighting? Window? Okay. So I'm gonna do this. Wait, is this what's playing? No, it's not. Okay, excellent. Shiny hunting sword and shield. So some dude's live right now. Somebody else is live right now. Let's see what this guy's got going on. Okay. So he's doing the just like random encounter. I think that's what people want to watch more. Is the random encounter ones. As opposed to this like trying to hatch eggs method. What's strange is that the hatching from the eggs method is supposed to be a better percentage dice roll than this, right? But, you know, people do what they want to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have been enlightened by this look into the Poke universe. You know what I'm talking about? The Poke word. Manuel says shiny egg hatching is what you doing. Yep. So, in case somebody knows more about it than me, is there any plan to allow us to trade things from older versions of Pokemon, you know, Pokemon Go, you know, etc. into this game? Because that was a wonderful little a thing that we could do in Pokemon Let's Go, was trade shit from Pokemon Go into it. And the fact that we can't do this here is kind of unfortunate. Hey, look, another normal. Another normal, damn. Down the little bridge I go up, just I turn around, wow. Her arms aren't crossed this time. Interesting. I'll be back, lady. Meh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, Lord. It gets me every time, too. Like, I think it's probably gonna be it this time. And then I'm always wrong. Arms are crossed, are you? Dia, can you just yell something for one final time? So I can get out of here. And then... Because if we can't get the Dia luck to make any of these shiny, then we're screwed. The Dia luck. I'm breeding the exotic... Okay, 2 more since I have 2 eggs. Okay. So hit it. Wait until it's gonna... Wait. Now!
This time it's shiny!
Oh my god. Alright, wait. Okay, so now we're gonna get that second to last one. Okay. Stripe says, can you go trade them away before you go? Do you have any idea how long it'd take me to trade like boxes full of Magikarps? Or you just want me to trade the one that's in the like there's actually one ready to be traded right now. Let's see what that is. Goodbye, Magikarp. Send me something. Oh, it's another stupid Rookie D. This really is garbage Pokemon hot swap. Hot potato is what it is. I've got trash for you. You got trash for me? See, it's not fully trash. Maybe someone could use that English Magikarp for their hot breeding experiment. Yeah, yeah. For their super... Oh, this Rookie D's Italiano. Hey, Bombo, right? Bombo Italiano? No. Never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and trade that.
I don't understand your reference.
Mambo Italiano is this, it's like the song. Oh, Dia? Dia? Dia, at long last, Dia. Finally. This could be... Oh my god. What? Noah says, do you enjoy the game? I'll get back to you when I get through it. I like that I can do this all over again and play the Pokemon thing. I don't like that it's missing so many Pokemon. I think that is fucking lazy. I don't like that if they were going to go in on the customization, they didn't allow me to genuinely be like fat or have different body shapes. The thing that really pushes that in my face is the fact that their gym leaders or whatever they want to call them, like some of the protagonists in the game, they have such fantastic and interesting shapes. I just fought like one of the first gym leaders and I love his body shape. And I wish I could have that myself, but the fact that I can't sucks.
Well, you're a little boy.
It would really allow us to, yeah, we're all just lanky little kids, like androgynous little bastards. No big titties, no big butts, you know, no hips, no nothing, you know? If you were going to make a role-playing game, you would do better than this. You would start with the models and make them nice and thick, because I can't wait until Fortnite allows you to be thick people, because they got thick people in the single player in Fortnite. Did you see them put stormtroopers in Fortnite? Oh my god, of course I bought it. I feel like such a sucker, but I had that money on the account already, because they give you money to play their stupid game. So the money that that basically I would have been able to just buy the next season's pass with, I ended up spending up on a freaking stormtrooper, because what am I going to do, not buy it? And then if they put a lightsaber in the game too, what are we going to do, not buy it? What are we going to do, not buy a lightsaber? Not buy a lightsaber? You win, Epic. Epic is the new Steam, in that Steam used to have us literally going, I'm not going to buy anything on Steam. And Steam would go, what if it was like 7 cents though? And I'm like, well, I'll go get my wallet. You know what I mean? What you mean is 7 cents? Fuck you, Steam. So here comes Fortnite, and it's like, all right, check it out. You could play for free, right? But don't you want to be Batman? And I'm like, hell yeah, I want to be Batman. Well, here he is right here. Just give me a couple of bucks. All right, this is it, guys. We have, I'm going to shake my head and just walk out of the room is what I'm going to do.
This is the shiny.
Okay.
We're done here.
We tried. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to have a wonderful night. Linda says, can you chat on the other account? If not, then it was banned.
She's talking about Donnie.
Donnie says, Kyle, did you ban my other account? Like, I rarely ban anybody without making a huge deal about it. If I banned you, you wouldn't be asking why I banned you, or if I banned you, you'd know it. Because I would have ran my mouth like some kind of jerk. So the answer is probably nah, but who knows what it is. And it probably, I don't want to say Google did it, but I mean, you know. I feel like you know what kind of dangerous game you're playing. Thank you again, One Tough Cookie. I appreciate the hell out of you, and thank you for everybody that was here tonight. I hope you guys have an explosive and delicious night. I hope you all find somebody as lovely as who One Tough Cookie's found that wants to sit and watch them play stuff. What a bonding experience that is. Wow. Dia, you and I should work on our hot banter so that when we sit down and watch stuff, I can upload it to the internet. Or I can just put a camera on you. And those jugs. Stripe says. Oh, I love blowing into jugs. It's one of my favorite instruments. Just kidding, shouldn't say that. Why are my goodbyes so lengthy? So I'm just going to do one more. What should I... You know, whatever. Fine.
This is it.
No, oh my god. You know? Like, here's the crazy thing. Y'all want to know something? It's not like I haven't done things the other way. I spent hours trying to catch a shiny Magikarp. Trying to get it to appear normally.
And people may think that's hyperbole. No. Hours were spent trying to.
Okay,
catch.
to the point that I battled 386 of them. That's about 15 short, 114 short of 500 Magikarps I killed before I was like, I can't do this anymore. So now I'm trying to hatch a Magikarp, and it's going about as well as you'd expect, man. I might as well be playing the lottery in real life, cause this shit hilarious. And the comedy is, Dia, this I think is broken. I think the frequency with how fast she gives me an egg and how fast I can get them hatched, I think that's way faster than the game wants us to be able to do it. So I'm probably taking advantage of something that is a way that it is while it lasts. But even so, I can't get it to work in my favor. This is the one thing that I can say Pokemon has not knelt in making it easier for the new generation.
Truthful Wolf says, I think the rate is 1 to 1,000 eggs for a shiny without a shiny charm.
I thought it was 1 to 600. Is that the odds with a shiny charm? And at least that's better than me trying to catch a Magikarp, which is 1 in like 4,000. Ninja said, glad to see you got a bicycle. Yeah, it's nice to see me go, pretty much I almost stopped at the first body of water in this entire game. Because catching a Magikarp wasn't enough. My brain had to go, but what if it was red, though? What if the Gyarados was red, though? Let me get out of here, because I want to stop. I want this to stop. I don't want this to. Please let me be free. No. Dia.
I'm going to cry.
Dia. You know what I'm going to do really quick? Let me do something real quick. Here's what I'm going to do. And it'll be like the last bunch that we hatch. But it'll be really amusing. Okay, you ready? I'm going to get 5 eggs. Damn, bitch, you ain't. Okay, now that I want the egg, she doesn't have them. Okay, I'm going to get 5 eggs. I'm going to put them in the box. And then I'm going to take them all out at the same time. And then you're going to hatch them at the same time. Okay?
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah. You're going to take them all out. Oh, fuck. No. I meant to put them in the thing. Okay, send them to a box. Egg sent to a box. All right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to take them all at the same time. And then you're just going to ride the bike. And when they all go off, they all go off. It'll be a 5 Pokemon bomb. And I better get a shiny right there, homie. That's 5 giggity damn dice rolls. Oh my god.
Silver Wolf says, without shiny charm is 1 to 682 chance. With shiny charm is 1 to 512 chance.
What does seeing the egg summary do? I may do that next time. Watch them all be shiny. Plague. We might as well just chop our fucking genitals off if something like that happens. Because we'd probably be struck by lightning in the next 3 seconds. Just wrap it up, you know what I mean? 5 shinies. I'd be genuinely scared for the rest of my days.
I guess so, Linda. If it's that small of a chance reduction, or of it not being.
$20, that's 4.
That sucks. Stripe says I'm betting against you. No shinies.
Maybe I should spend a day filling up boxes with the eggs.
Oh my gosh.
And then on stream, you just take out a bunch of eggs at a time
And then just
and try to hatch them all. Oh, those 5 weren't shinies. On to the next 5. Oh, those 5 weren't shinies. On to the next one. Oh,
Don't put them on.
I found 5 bullets to put in this revolver.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
Hey, shiggle the shiny in my balls. Shiggle the shiny, deck the halls with of holly. Look at me clicking the wrong button all the time. Putting away these eggs that I hope are shiny as I end this shitty rhyme. How do you feel on this night as we approach the time that we call Christmas, right? Do you have enough money to buy stupid things for the people in your life while you listen to me sing? You probably don't, 'cause you never would. You never can. People expect dumb things that put the ham on the table. Glazed. Glaze the ham if you're able. Amaze people with that shine. Oh, Dia's back in the room. I gotta pretend I'm not stupid. Send it to a box.
Impossible.
Okay. So, the trade's complete. Let's look at that real quick. Stripe says she's betting against me. No shinies. How much are you betting against me? $50 dues? How can you do that, Stripes? Ew, it's another stupid Pokemon. God. Oh. Ugh. Oh wow, I don't have any, so its information is being added to the Pokedex. I am saving the game because I haven't done that in a hot minute. What if a freak accident occurs? Look at me and all 2 of my badges. Whatever.